everybody, Kat from Creative Crafts. Welcome to my channel. And today's tip of the day is going to be working and making a fall centerpiece. We're going to make it gorgeous. Like my last video, we're going to use pretty much the same colors that I did for the wreath. We're going to have burlap, this burlap that I used yesterday from the big piece. I cut 25 centimeters down and I cut all the way as long as it gets. I think this is at least 3 meters long. Cut through at least 3 meters you will need anyway. And I took some of my extra decorations I had from the other video I made, and this. I also bought a jute rope, which I'm going to use for today also, and it came in this beautiful wooden spindle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, adding it to my decorations. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this on top of this evenly. And look how perfect that sits. That sits perfectly. And this is what I'm going to do. If you can even get a plastic one, it's fine. But I like the wooden one. I think it looks awesome. So we're going to use this. And I got the ribbon from yesterday also. I decided to use the same one. I didn't like the green one that I bought. I mean, I like it, but it's probably for something different. This will maybe work out better. And that's all you need. And a candle. I got this apple cinnamon scented candle for $1.49. It's one of those Airwaves brands, which was cheap for that price for these kind of candles. So this is what I'm going to do. And I also got some black glass pieces here, like stones. They kind of like shine. This is good for Halloween, but it's also good for this fall project because once you have you can use also white if you want. But I'm going to be using this one here. So the list of things that you need is a candle, the glass, the spindle. You don't have to use this, you don't need it, but I thought it would look more better if I used that. Jute, you need burlap, and some fall decorations. All these things, and your glue gun, very important. And I'm also going to be using the A6000. That's also very well, and I'm going to glue this to the spindle with the A6000 and hot glue, because once you put the hot glue on, it won't move around so much because the A6000 takes too long to dry. So if you want to know exactly what's going on, watch further. What I did here is I just put some A6000 and hot glue on the bottom of it and stuck it to this thing here. I use the hot glue with it too so I can right away decorate what I want to do with it. First thing you need to do, I thought I'm going to need this wire, but it would be too much. So I'm going to make sure my glue gun is hot. And then I'm going to take my burlap that I have here and fold it like the last time. The last video I made, fold it here, and what you need to do is the good side here where we didn't cut, it still has that sewn in fact, it's not like this. You put this part on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start gluing it. So I'm going to stick just a little bit of glue right at the end. I should have done that first. Right at the end here, at the tip, right here on this end here, you want to do that. So I'm going to put that piece here. Of course, use my scissors. Don't put it all the way in the back. You don't want to do that right now. And then you stick some more. And you just keep going around like that. And then fold it. You can fix this end later. And just make sure, like I said, that it's not deep way inside, just right at the edge, this part, the bottom part. Because what we want to do is once we go around once, the next time we go around, what we're going to do is slowly go inwards. Then the next row, and then inwards again, and then inwards again, so it looks like this. So the whole thing will go like this, not stay like this. It would look better if it just goes like that. So we want to do that. keep going around until you run out of material. I think I could put 4 layers because I'm sure I have enough for that. So I'm going now on my 4th layer. And then once you get to that area where you notice that it's the end of the 4th layer, that's where you stop, cut it, and then glue the rest in the back. To stick that all in the back, and there you go. So this is the first step. Here you go. I think this looks awesome like this. So now we go to the next step. The next step is adding your little details, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the extra decorations I have and use them from the video I did yesterday, or the last new video that I did. And you see this area here where the fold is, with the last part where I cut? I'm going to take the sunflower and I'm going to glue that right on top of that, but I'm going to, don't cut the stem off, because you want it to stick the stem directly into, and then pull it up a little so that you know that it's all the same. And this is the front part of your candle. And what you want to do after that is your choice. If you want to add leaves, if you want to add the pine cones here, it's all up to you what you want to put on there as decorations. I may end up just maybe sticking these 2 pieces on one side and then another one on the other side, like this. Turn it around. How does that look? Do I want to turn it like this? I'm going to turn it like this. Same goes for this one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue this. Just take a little bit of glue, let it dribble down a little bit, and then stick it right there, and it should be fine. And the same thing goes for the other side. This is what I'm going to do here. I have a little quick tip for you here. If you want, you don't have to use this here. You don't have to use that. You can use a mesh ribbon or some other big size ribbon like this one here, or a little bit of a ribbon that's about this wide. Smaller ribbons like this, don't think that would look good around here. So if you wanted to, you can use this around the whole thing, if you wanted to, around the bottom. But I liked this because it's a little bit more rustic, and that's what I wanted. So, and I'm going to definitely use this. I'm not sure exactly where. Maybe I won't use it. And now I'm debating if I want to use, I don't want to put too much. That's too much. I don't want to put, definitely don't want to put too much. That looks actually really good, like this. So, and I have some leaves. I'm going to take some leaves. So what I'm going to do now is, like you see here, I took some leaves in different areas of the fold. I was sticking some leaves around it, not too many. Like I told you before, do not overload it, it'll look funny. And just stick the leaves in. I think one needs to be done here. Down here. Yeah. I think one needs to be a lighter one. Here. this. And stick this one here. And I think that should be enough, like this. You see how it is here? I don't like to put too much on my things, so I think this looks great like this. So now what are we going to do here in the back? So I was thinking, do we want to put one of these? How would that look there? Actually, that might look good. You see what I'm doing here? Put the flower here where that last piece where I cut off on the top so you don't see it, and then I add some little details here on the side, and then in between the folds I decided to put some big pieces of leaves. I think this side needs one more. You can put as many as you want. I don't want to put too much. I don't want to put too much. I don't want to put too much. Me and my English. I need to go back to school. So now, like I said, I want to add something else to it. Do I want to make maybe a ribbon? How would that look here? That's too big. That's a too big of a ribbon. I don't want to put too much. I think I'm going to stick some. I think I'm going to stick some of these here. And then maybe I'm just going to stick these in the back with the pine cone. One pine cone is enough. Then I want to stick this like in here so that some of the leaves will be going all around everywhere. Maybe I should add another pine cone, a smaller one. I should have added that there. Oh well. I can still do it here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that there. That looks pretty good. And then I need something small over here. What do I want to put there? Maybe I should just stick some leaves together. And then stick this here. I'm just going to stick another pine cone. It's a smaller one, so now I have maybe some cute little ribbon here. I'm not going to use this whole thing. I want to use this orange one. Maybe. Where's my scissors? So I'm going to cut these off and try to pull it off from the back, which I did a great job with. The other ribbon I had was way too big. So what I'm going to do now is take this ribbon and make it into a small little bow. And I'm not sure how I did that. I did it wrong. It's going to make it bigger. That's better. So I just want to make the bow a little bit smaller. I don't want to have it touch too much of a big bow. Maybe something as small as this. So now what I'm going to do is I have two bows together and I'm going to try to pull them like this. So you see that there's two there? Open it up a little bit so it looks kind of like that. And I think I'm just going to stick this on that last piece here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That looks good, I think. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick that on the wood. And then I'm going to spread my little stick on that. So there you go. There's my fall candle holder. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black sand or rocks, pour them in. And what's good about this decoration, I'll give you another quick tip, is because I use black, what I can do later on after it gets closer to Halloween, I can actually add some Halloween decorations like a spider or a scarecrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down as far as I can with this and then stick it in the middle. And there you go, we're finished with our thing. But another tip that I can tell you what you could do is, I was thinking about gluing this up here. Actually, that would look pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this little and make it flat. What I want to do is just add a little bit more glue to it in the end so it doesn't fall apart. Measure it. And then cut it. And then before it shreds, you need to add some glue right at the tip. So you know that you don't want to put it around the sides because you're going to see it when you glue that onto the glass. And so here you go. Yep, it's perfect. There you go. What's so cool is just I have just glued it together like this, so I can just pull it off if I wanted to, and I can put another color on it if I want. So there's a lot of things I added. I didn't put too much glue on it, so I can take it off, redecorate it next time, put some other stuff on it. That's my little tip and trick for you is when you add things to these areas here, do not put too much glue. Add a little bit of glue and that's it, and you can pull it off and then you can put something else new. But I love the way this looks. It looks awesome. I did a great job. Pat on my back. You can't see much here on the back end, but if you want, I could maybe add something small. I have this tiny little sunflower here, and I can add this here. That's a good idea. I should maybe we'll do that. There you go. Add this to that area right there. And then I can turn this around and put it in the same position as the other sunflower. And there you go. There's so many great ideas that you can do out there, but this is my little idea how to make a table setting. This is for a pretty good sized table. This is for my table, which is round. If you want, you can add something more long like this. You don't have to use the round thing on the bottom. I decided to put it up more, the candle, so you can see it more with that spindle from the roll of the jute here. And that's it. We have our beautiful candle. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope it gave you some good ideas and insight on what you can do for fall decorations. Remember, you can always add Halloween stuff to it. That's why I put the black rocks inside, so I can add maybe a little witch to it, or maybe a little ghost, or even spiders, skeletons. You can just add them on top of it because that's also part of fall. But that's later on. Right now, this is just for right now because fall is just coming in. And this is what I made. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do on the button below. And also on the side of that button, there's a little bell. Press that little bell if you would like to get notifications on all my new videos that I post. And if you would like, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I also have Pintrest. If you want to follow that too, I have that too. You can always look me up at Creative Crafts. I will add the links below in the description in the comment area. And also, there's also will be, if you do decide to make these projects, please post them on my Instagram or tag me on a picture that you did from my Instagram or Pinterest or Twitter or Facebook. Tag me on it. And I would love to see the works that you guys do. So don't forget, thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!